The parable of the lost son in Luke 15:11-32. There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger of them requested his father to give him the share of property that he deserved. The father divided his living between them. A few days later, the younger son gathered all he had and took his journey into a far country. He squandered his property in loose living. When he had spent everything, a great famine arose in that country. He began to be in want. He went and joined himself to one of the citizens of that country. He sent him into his fields to feed swine. He would gladly feed on the pods that the swine ate since no one gave him anything. He came to his senses and wondered how many of his father's hired servants had bread enough even to spare. He wondered why he was perishing there with hunger. He decided that he would arise and go to his father, say to him that he had sinned against heaven and before him. He was no longer worthy to be called his son. He would tell the father to treat him as one of his hired servants. He arose and went to his father. While he was yet at a distance, his father saw him and had compassion. The father ran, embraced and kissed him. The son said that he had sinned against heaven and him. He said that he was no longer worthy to be called his son. The father told his servants to bring quickly the best robe and put it on him. He requested a ring to be put on his hand and shoes on his feet. He also said that the fatted calf be killed, they eat and make merry. He said that his son was dead, and was now alive again, was lost and was now found. They began to make merry. The elder son was in the field. As he came and drew near to the house, he heard music and dancing. The father called in one of the servants and asked what that meant. He was told that his brother had come and his father had killed the fatted calf. He had received him safe and sound. He was angry and refused to go in. His father came out and entreated him. He told the father that all those many years he had served him and he never disobeyed his command. He said that the father never gave him a kid that he might make merry with his friends. He wondered why his younger brother, who had devoured his living with harlots, he had killed for him the fatted calf. The father told him that he was always with him and all that he owed was all his. He said that it was worth to make merry and be glad, since his brother who was dead was alive, was lost but was then found.